What is going on, people? Today it is Saturday. Beautiful day today. Today I'm headed to my studio. Let's get it. While I'm in the studio today, I'm going to mix this jam beat that I made last episode. So I'm going to work on that now. Here's my hats. I'm going to put some processing on it. I think the hi-hats need to come down a little bit. There we go. Kind of want it to be center, so I'm not going to pan too hard. Maybe like 10%. Okay, now I think I have a generic layout of the sounds. I'm going to go through and do a massive EQ to try to cut away any transients that could take up some unnecessary space in the frequency spectrum. I'm going to try to find the kick region for this kick drum sample. Try to find where it punches really nice. I'm going to take away some of the very, very low end, since that sub-region is really taken up by the bass. That sounded good. So for example, here's the cowbell and its frequency spectrum. So it's primarily in this higher region over here. However, there are some tones that come through on this low end. And I don't need those tones because that's taken up by the kick and the bass. So I'm just going to EQ them out. And right there, you still can't tell that you changed anything in the bass end because there really is no bass in this instrument. It's just an artifact. If I give it a little high boost, cut out some harsh tones, look for it. I don't like that tone, so I'm just going to drop it down a little bit there. Now before, after, all those lower tones are just going to clash with all the low bass tones, and I don't want the cowbell to clash with the bass. I want the bass to come through naturally. So doing little EQ cuts like this isn't going to make a difference with the cowbell sound in the mix. It's just going to make it stand out more. I think it's sounding really good. Let's hear it. I think that's all for today. I'm going to pack up, head out of here. Peace out. What's going on, people? Beautiful sunny day here in Morgantown. I'm headed to the studio right now. I've got my homie Tej coming into the studio today. Tej is coming through to record a feature for one of the joints on Hidden Gems, the collaboration project between me and Wolf. It's been a little while since I recorded someone, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's get it. We got Tej in the studio today. What's going on, Tej? How you doing?
Yo.
For some context, a couple studio sessions ago, I made a beat for Wolf for our Hidden Gems project. He wanted this to be goofy, so he went up to the mic and just shouted a bunch of random words, and I made a beat around it. And it's going to be like a upbeat kind of freestyle. So we got Tej doing a verse on it. But we're excited to have you around, bud.
Yes, excited to be here.
I'm glad you're healthy and everything.
Yes,
so
sir. I tried to do like a Lil Baby type feel to it.
Okay, cool.
Not like Jack of Flow.
Okay.
But you'll hear what it is. I kept it open as well because he also said like his was kind of like a freestyle. So I don't know how serious his verse is. Tied it in a little bit, but only like the wordplay. Mine's a little less goofy than his because I always I try to do weird, like wonky, like wordplay.
Cool. I love it. I'm about it.
The beat has almost a hook in it itself. So I feel like there should be a part where it's not like there's a hook or anything, but it's like 2 to 4 bars where it's just like the what the fuck, what the fuck, like having that play out, and then it like has 4 bars, and then I come in like right after that part. I think it would. I think it adds flavor to it a little bit.
What the fuck? Oh, you say, bitch. What you say? Oh, you say, top notch, hope not. I'm at my peak. Used to wanna be James Franco, freaks and geeks. Of late, I'm acting like a little baby, won't take me. I'm brave, little baby, wild, high, dub, baby, hit him with a comment, I'm high, no flies, ta-da.
Let me get you set up in here.
What you say, homie? Are you mocking me? Top notch, hope not. I'm at my peak. Used to wanna be James Franco and freaks and geeks. Now I sit around and smoke weed. As of late, I'm acting like a little baby. Won't tame me. I'm gravy, little baby. Wah wah, ha ha. Came to switch a game up in this fucked up economy. Underneath these money trees, it's unbelievably shady. Shit, baby, long as I'm paid, then we gravy. So pay me, baby. Whoa.
You say you like when you go into writing something, you just like write the words and then like you pick the flow kind of like afterward?
What it is like I pick like the feeling of a song I want to go with. I pick like the beat. I try to find a key that I can get my voice into, and then I pick the flow.
Yeah, it's like melody versus rhythm, and then combining the two you have.
Exact. I feel like a lot of people do their rhythm first, but it's almost like I do my rhythm last, and I've just always done it that way. I don't think there's there's no wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there's no wrong way. The good thing about music is like, say like you write something and you want to flow on something, like you could always change your flow on the next song. You can be like, oh, maybe not for this song, but next song I'm gonna try this out, see how it goes.
And underneath these money trees, it's unbelievably shady. Shit, baby, as long as I'm paid, then we great.
I feel like I'm slightly off rhythm there. I don't know.
You kind of like do like a triplet flow going to it. It's not necessarily like a bad thing.
Came to fuck the game up with this fucked up economy and
da, 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 da. That's like a classic like triplet like rhythm. Da, da.
Okay, all right.
So it's like a cool. I think that's like a cool little feature that you do.
and underneath these money trees, it's unbelievably shady. Shit, baby.
Like, you know how you say shady kind of quick?
Yeah.
If you came in and said like this baby part quick too.
Shady. Shit, baby, as long as
I see what you're saying. Let me do that last part one more time then, and I'll speed it up.
Shit, baby, as long as I'm paid, then we gravy. So pay. As long as I'm paid, then we gravy. So pay.
Bitch, know the fuck. What you say? Know the fuck.
That's lit. That's lit.
What's going on, people? Today is Wednesday. This morning I had my normal physics lectures and I had some homework to work on. Right now, I am headed to the studio. Wolf is going to be coming in today with Teach. We're going to be building off of what we recorded yesterday with Teach for this freestyle. I'm looking forward to another good day in the studio. Let's get it.
What do you think the most significant invention in history was? Nobody thinks about fire.
Nothing would have been possible without fire.
I'm just sitting here trying to think. It's like, so what if somebody figured out how to contain electricity from lightning before they figured out you could pick up a branch that was on fire and cook? Like, imagine if we had microwaves before we had campfires.
Yeah. I feel like everything...
This commercial sponsored by 5G technology.
See a lot of niggas out here lacking real tenacity. Everybody looking at me like I'm acting spastically. I don't understand, coming like I'm Aristotle or Socrates. These niggas don't understand the ways of which I lean them.
Shit, baby, as long as I'm paid, then we gravy. So pay.
Bitch, know the fuck.
You like that? You like
Fucking with it.
All right, let's record something.
Do you want to redo your whole verse or do you want to just touch on sections?
Kind of want to like halfway through switch up the energy of it and like do it more of a hype, obnoxious thing to it.
Okay.
That would give more energy to it. Money trees, it's unbelievably shady. Well, shit, baby, as long as I'm paid, then we gravy. So pay me, bitch. Yeah. Woo.
What you saying, homie? Are you mocking me? Top notch, hope not. I'm at my peak. Used to wanna be James Franco and freaks and geeks. Now I sit around and smoke weed. I'm pitiful. What can I say?
I'm just laughing in the way that you chopped this beat up. That sound was honestly not as weird as it was when it was in the fucking sample. The woo-hoo-hoo, like that shit. I was just way too hype and I said that shit. Woo-hoo-hoo. He turned it into a fucking goofy reference.
As I'm paid, then we gravy, so pay me. Bitch, what you say, homie? Are you mocking me? Top notch, no flies, tie-dye with the hoopla.
I like that.
Give us the fucking sponsorship! Been acting like a little baby, won't tame me. I'm gravy, little baby. Wow, wow, ha, ha. So, baby, hit him.
What do you think about buying views? That's a real thing.
I think it's critically crippling to the industry.
If I get 2,000 views on this, people are going to be like, oh shit, it must be good. And then it'll end up getting 100. But it's morally wrong, and I've never
There's
promise Scouts honor. Like I've
there's
never done that
there's
shit.
new ways to go about it. So like now the new game, since it's not like a radio game anymore, it's not a CD game, it's a streaming game.
Mhm.
So like now the emergence of companies who own playlists on like Apple, Spotify and stuff, or like there's actually professional companies that I'm actually going through with my band
Yeah,
where you can submit a song and they'll like send it out to like, they're called like playlist curators.
yeah.
And they're like actual people who have like a bunch of views on their playlists that a lot of people follow. So that like you can send them their music and if they like it, they'll put it on your shit.
So that's like the right way about doing that.
That's more of a professional route. It definitely is. And
Yeah.
it
Do you
takes
think
money,
that
too.
is also morally wrong though to do that? Is that like taking
That's
the craft
business.
away from it?
That's music
That's
business.
okay.
The moral wrong is if you pay somebody literally put 10,000 plays on a song for you. Plus, it's not true to you. It's not true to your
Exactly.
music.
You're
You can't-
always gonna know. You're always gonna live with that.
Well, not just that, because I feel like once you kind of corrupt the way you do business with that, once the money comes in from it, you don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
And then people can't tell you shit about it later. So you just continue to do what you got to do. And there's nothing wrong with making money, but at the same note, that founding effort, in my opinion, kind of says what your entire brand is about. I don't know. If I found out that somebody was buying views to blow their shit up, I'd be like, all right, so no matter what level I'm on, you're lower than me, bro.
But what
Not
is it?
like directly.
Like, what
but
if they're actually really good? You know what I'm saying? What if you found out, because like that whole thing with Drake happened, like where he had a ghostwriter and shit, which is kind of on that same spectrum.
Ghostwriter stuff.
All right,
Ghostwriters,
Quentin
there's a
Miller
fine
makes some
line.
dope ass shit though.
There's a you still gotta feel somebody's art within it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody's doing it strictly for the money. You know, I just feel like there's an art within it, and I lose respect, but I still listen to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
okay.
support ghostwriting. I don't care if it's ghostwriting.
I think it's collaboration is key.
You don't
That's a topic that's like touchy subject with it.
Yeah, my whole thing with the ghostwriting thing is like it touches on your point of collaboration. Like 9 out of 10 beats I make, I don't make from scratch. I pick a melody that I have on here or like somebody else's sample and I throw drums on it or add my own stuff to it. If I do that, am I still creating music? Absolutely. If someone was to write some bars for you, it's still you performing. Maybe you don't have the time to write all that stuff. Maybe I don't have the time to sit on piano and write something completely new. Like that's my thing. It's just like, just make music. At the end of the day, like that's why I support the ghostwriting, like working together. Most of pop music is ghostwritten. Like that's how it's done. People come in with writers, people come in with producers, people come in with engineers, people come in with artists. They all do their parts, and they all get the split from it.
Yeah,
And that's the teamwork of it.
I can see both sides, but I do like.
I see it. Like I used to be very hardline against it. Like I don't see myself recruiting any ghostwriters,
Yeah.
but I would definitely ghostwrite for somebody. Say somebody were to come up and say, "Hey, Wolf, you know, can you write like a quick 16 for me? I got this coming up. I'm tired, whatever, or I just don't feel like it, you know, or I want to try out a new sound before I try it myself." I have no qualms about it. Be like, give me my royalties and give me my payment. But I used to be extremely hardline, and I think it's more of an underground mentality to say, oh, it's a notch in the belt, you know, fuck a ghostwriter. It's like ghostwriters are the ones responsible for fucking music. A lot of it. You know what I mean? Whether it's a producer, a backing vocalist, like anything.
Even out of like music, comedy,
Right.
books, like Gary Vee doesn't write any of his books.
Oh shit.
He speaks what he wants to say, and people write his books. Like he doesn't have time to do that.
I mean, that's
People
That's
do that
some
all the
Warren
time.
Buffett shit. It's like, hey, take this memo, I'll dictate it later.
Yeah, it's everybody does it. It's
That's
like
crazy.
it's everybody's a gear. Everybody contributes a little bit, man.
You know, because music is honestly maybe only a quarter of the whole fucking thing.
exactly.
And that's not even music business.
So many other parts.
Because the business of making music, talent is about 20% of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but the actual art of performing and making music, the actual music you're performing is like 20%. I just tell people, it's like, humble yourself. As soon as you realize that you have much to learn, you'll be able to learn a lot more. But while you still walk around the world talking about, I'm the best thing there is, you can't tell me shit, you'll never soak it in.
Yeah,
You know, a sponge takes in a lot more water than concrete,
exactly.
but concrete will hold a lot more water until it crumble. Sponge will just let the shit go. Learn from it.
That's big facts. Big facts. That's
I like your analogies, bro.
I hate them. I be confusing myself.
no. I understand what you're saying.
Don't
though.
do acid and shrooms at the same time if you want to stay sane, because that shit'll drive you crazy. Wolf, hats off to you.